Previously on D&D Exposed.
Yeah, long periods of silence.
I feel like we should be called D&D Exposed.
Dungeons and Dragons and Drivers and Dine-Ins.
I cause problems on purpose.
Kim, you're playing as the High Elf Wizard.
Tilly Vanilla.
I am definitely gonna accidentally call your character Tilly Vanilli at least once.
Tilly Vanilli.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, that's my nickname.
I'm a high elf mom. My name is Lilith, and I am also chaotic good.
I am a tiefling rogue, and I am chaotic good. My name is Marcy Goodfellow.
Abigail Mosswood, I'm a halfling herbalist.
I'll go with the warlock tiefling.
I'm gonna call myself Happy Shadow. Then I'll be a noble just to flex.
We all start out in the middle of a village. You are all in a tavern when suddenly a siren sounds. You see everyone going to the town center, so you're all heading towards there. There is a little podium. You see a little gnome struggling to crawl up the podium, and the gnome says, "Another one of our children has been stolen by the witch!"
His name is Mayor Gnome.
Every around 2 or 3 months, a child from the village goes missing. So you might notice that near the front of the crowd, there's a woman who is crying. You assume that this may be the parent of the child that has gone missing. The town has basically crowdfunded a bounty for the witch who lives in the middle of the forest.
I made a mistake and someone that I love died.
Well, within the crowd, you see a person step forward within the crowd. You notice a small halfling girl with a giant box about twice her size slung on her back. I have some questions about this bounty. Gnome fellow? Do you mind stepping aside off the pedestal for a moment? I may be able to help.
Well, sure. And then he just falls off.
Does anybody here know where this witch's hut is located? I'm willing to split the bounty equally.
I was actually also on my way to find out where the witch was, but because of my past trauma, I saw someone
Kidnapped by a witch in the woods.
Yeah, sure.
You wouldn't really remember it very
That's
well.
what the drinking's for.
Yeah. Alcohol does not help.
I happen to have a little information on the whereabouts of where the witch's hut might be.
Yeah.
Sitting across the bar, do I hear this?
Yes.
Okay. I keep it to myself.
Well, I was eavesdropping too. As soon as I heard the witch, I was like,
eavesdropping, but being very discreet about it. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
I'm eavesdropping.
I'm pretending that
They were
I'm...
like nosy bitches. are all currently in the tavern. I forget the name that you gave the tavern.
I think it was Moon
Moon-
something.
Yeah, it was like
Moon
Moon Hut or something like that.
Yeah, Moon Hut.
Moon Hut.
Okay, Moon Hut
Tavern.
apparently.
Currently, the setup is that Marcy and Lilith are kind of doing their own thing. Kim cannot be here today, so
She's upstairs resting. Had a late night.
There you
just kind of
go.
like doing her own thing. And you two are also in the tavern, not really interacting with each other, but just
Yeah,
listening.
right.
Anyways, you don't have to be in the tavern for the rest of the day. If you are, then there's a few people here you could probably talk to. There is a half-elf sitting alone with a drink. He has a long scar running down the side of his face. There are two half-orcs on the other side of the tavern, just kind of talking to each other. Both of them also have drinks, and a large plate of fries just kind of between the two of them. And those are currently the only other people in the tavern. If you want to leave the tavern, you have the entire town to explore. There are a few different areas of note. So the town is called Scunthorpe.
Okay.
I picture it with just a hard act, just skunk.
Does anyone want to roll a history check to see how much they know about the town and the area?
Well, I live here, so do
Yeah.
I count to roll?
Yes, because you probably don't know everything about the town's
Exactly.
history if
Maybe
just moved
you weren't
there.
paying attention in history class.
Yeah.
I do the roll.
And anyone else can roll for this if they want.
I roll my d20.
Yes. Oh, that's a 2. And do you have any modifiers for history? Oh, you have a -1. So that does not count as a critical fail because you did not roll a 1. But, you
I don't know shit.
yeah, you probably haven't lived in the town for very long. You just kind of came here. You know a few of the people around, but kind of the town's whole history isn't really something you're
That
very
roll was
familiar
great.
with.
Starting off great, I rolled a 2.
Would anyone else want to roll?
Kind of want to re-roll, but that
Would it be
hurts
funny
so
if I rolled? And
I was
know
thinking
more
about
the town
that.
than you?
Right. What if one
Please
of
do
us?
God let that work.
I'm tempted to roll now.
I got a 14.
All right.
So she knows.
Do you have any modifiers to your history?
Yeah, I have a +1 on history.
All right.
Okay.
So Scunthorpe is it's not a very large city. It's in the center of the wood of a forest called the Black Salt Bog, and this forest is the home of several drow who are basically evil elves who live there. That's their ancestral home. They are very aggressive and hostile towards outsiders. For centuries, other parties could not pass through there. Scunthorpe was set up by a set of explorers, well, basically colonizers, who were able to set up an encampment long enough to erect walls around it so people cannot get in or out without their overview. However, the drow living there, now that they cannot directly attack the people living there, they have purposely cultivated the woods around it to be as hostile as possible. They plant a lot of like kind of brambles and like poisonous plants in the area. They will intentionally protect animals that will attack outsiders like giant wasps. Basically, it is not a very friendly environment to gallivant through. And the only way in and out of the town is through, basically there is an underground tunnel that goes under the forest and leads to the outside world. The only way in and out usually is through this tunnel, so that there is no very easy way to get into the woods. Basically, shit's fucked.
So I know this and they don't.
Yes,
Okay.
you can tell them if you want.
I'm gonna wait till the very last
I feel
second.
like I should know that.
You would probably know that there is a tunnel that you can get in and out of. You know that you aren't really supposed to go into the woods and that there are walls around the city, but you don't really know about the different wildlife living there, or like the drow outside waiting to kill pretty much anyone they can.
Okay, so I know of the tunnel. That's really
Yes.
what I was making sure of. Like, I know that there's a distinct way in and out
Just to know the
safely.
location though, because I feel
Right.
Yeah,
Me, there's a tunnel. Where?
the tunnel is
Somewhere.
the tunnel is in a very public place, so basically everyone knows where the tunnel is.
Okay.
Since that's how all of you probably got there in the first place. So the town itself, if you guys want to leave the tavern, there are a few areas of note. There is a general store where you can buy cheap common supplies that could possibly help you while you're out in the woods. And the general store is also run by the husband of one of the most talented cartographers in the entire city. So there are maps available there of both the town and the area around it. There's also a pawn shop, which probably is not much use to you guys right now. There is a potion seller, a cafe, a temple to the town's goddess, and there's a blacksmith where you could potentially buy weapons.
Oh, there's a potion seller? I might go there.
Alright, so
Buy
we're
all their
potion seller. All right.
Yep, so-
Let me get my notes.
Yep, so I'm just sitting in this tavern. I believe the last time
quick
I left
question.
off. Yep.
Can the blacksmith, like, mend my crowbars?
Yes, if they get damaged.
Okay.
Then yes.
The small halfling girl sitting on a tavern bench, looking around, checking the lock on her giant box filled with stuff. And she's looking around, sipping her half a tankard of ale, and just waves over the barkeep. Hey, real quick question. I know I had been discussing before with you about the bounty for the witch and all. I am planning on going up there to try and learn more about kind of witches and those types of people. Do you know if there's a library in town or anything?
Oh, the library. I completely changed the voice because I figured the weird old man voice was not very fun. The library is probably going to be near the Wizards College, which is towards the north side of town.
Okay. And then, is there any other places where I can get more herbs and different types of roots and stuff as well?
Well, there's a forest. I probably don't want to wander out there because I heard there's a lot of evil elves out there who will probably try to kill you.
So I've heard. Okay. In that case, is there any places where I can find potions, any apothecaries, anything like that?
Yeah, the potion seller, he's on the main street, right down the main street, the first store's near the town hall, or town center. But you'll have to ask for his strongest potions, and if he decides that you are too weak for him, he will turn you away.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm gonna just pay. I believe I already paid my tab with those herbs, correct?
Yes, you have.
Alright, so let me just finish my drink and thank you for your patrons. Oh, and before I go, if any other rough-looking fellows or whatever are looking to go and find out more information about this witch, I am trying to get a group together because I doubt I can take on a witch by myself. So if anybody shows any interest, just let me know. Chances are I'll be either at the library or at the apothecary.
Alright. Hey! Gork! Gork! And then one of the orcs from the other side looks at me and
I
he's
immediately just almost jump off my chair in front.
Start screaming.
and one of the orcs over at one of the tables looks up at me and is like, what's going on? And he's like, do you wanna go kill the witch? And one just kinda goes, nah man, I'm playing cards. And he's like, alright, I tried.
Okay.
Have fun at the library. Good luck.
Alright.
We hate that witch.
I call the tavern keep over as per my previous encounter with Happy. I call the tavern keep over. We said his name was Johnny last time for some reason. Maybe, unless you changed his name.
No, I
Okay.
guess Johnny works. He can be Johnny.
He can be Johnny.
His name is Johnny Hobo.
Johnny Hobo.
Okay, so I call him over and I go, "Hey Johnny, you have a collections box, right?"
No, but I'll take your money.
Alright.
Johnny!
And I make direct eye contact with Happy and I say, "Here, this is so you can buy better ale.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
buying anything. I'm just giving him money."
Well, that seems kind of backhanded, but thanks.
So at this point, I hop off the chair and I sling my big backpack on my back. I look around, I wave goodbye to the barkeep, and I head out the door. And I'm going to the apothecary first.
Alright, so my character heads over to where they're selling the potions, and then I'm like, I'm gonna buy all your healing potions.
Mood? Mood walks in. I need all your healing potions.
I'm gonna buy all your healing potions, weak or strong. I'm just gonna, flex my noble privilege.
Alright. So the shopkeeper is a half-orc.
Okay.
I almost named him Gork as well.
Gork.
He can be named Krungus.
Gork the second. Krungus.
Krungus, yeah. Krungus the half-orc. And, let's see. Should I just write down a list of all the potions for sale?
Sure.
Alright. So far, he just kind of has a small selection of potions.
Okay.
Each of them is about around 250 gold pieces each. Yeah, he's very pricey. Actually, this is way too expensive. I'm gonna bring these down to 25 gold pieces each. Whatever.
How expensive are the potions over there?
Right.
250.
You haggled them down really well.
Yeah, right.
That's some
How
noble
much cheese do
privilege.
you have?
So he has several potions which he has made his own little handcrafted labels for and stuck to the bottles.
Okay.
You don't know what the fuck any of these labels mean though. One of them
Right.
is called...
Oh, that's right, because you can't read them.
Oh, no, they're in common.
Oh, they're in common. He's
Yeah.
just like,
Well,
doctor handwriting.
they're very confusing.
Dr.
One of them
Shorthand.
is called Phase Glow,
Oh gosh.
which is 25 gold pieces. You can see that in the bottle it's kind of bubbling,
Right.
even though it's not on any sort of heat. There is another one labeled Cleric Pepper's Beverage.
Cleric Pepper's beverage.
You can see that it's a blue liquid in a very thick jar. And there's one called Mountain's Dew, which is...
That one about to be left on the shelf.
Because I'm gonna come for that one. That's my whoop juice.
And it is a kind of like viscous, like oily liquid that's in this glass bottle.
Yeah, that's
It's very
definitely
bright
about to
green.
get left on the shelf.
Yeah. So, are you interested in buying either the Phase Glow or the Cleric Peppers potion?
Maybe I'll go with Cleric Peppers, because, I don't know, it sounds like something that's good and spicy.
Alright, well, that is a healing potion, so
So that works out then, right?
yes.
Okay.
And you could have asked the shopkeeper what they were.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's because he's a noble. He expects people to tell him shit.
Yeah. Alright, so you can add that to your inventory. It is
Alrighty.
a simple
I want
potion
to
of
add
healing.
inventory noise, the little add to inventory.
So that is a potion of healing. You regain 2d4 plus 2 hit points whenever you drink it.
Oh,
I
right.
think you would just get one use out of that.
Right, so, like, wait, what did the Cleric Peppers, I know it's like a healing potion. What exactly is...
2d4 plus 2. So if you're in battle and you're getting low on hit points, you can basically drink it and you roll 2d4 die and you add that to your hit points, plus another 2 hit points. You can figure it out as we go along.
Yeah, maybe I'll figure it out.
Alright, so I'm gonna push the general store. Does anyone want to go to the general store?
What are they selling over here?
We might still be sitting in the tavern. Do we want to go anywhere else?
I was gonna go to the general store.
Okay.
You guys can like meet up there, and
I'll just follow her.
it's kind of like
Yeah, she kind of
if it's
just
still-
follows me.
It's gonna be like when you go to the grocery store with your mom, and then she like sees someone she recognizes, and then you're like stuck there for like 20 minutes, just sitting there like, go, stop, kill me.
Go, stop, kill me. I've given up. So,
All right, so you go to the general store.
so I stand up and look around the tavern, and I notice that the halfling had left, and I guess I somewhat overhear that she would be heading in the direction. I heard her ask where the library was, so I decide that I was going to go to the library, but on my way there, I also decide to stop at the general store, just to take a look around as like a weird window shopper.
There are a few, most of the items there are very mundane. There's a set of 20 arrows. There's a flute, there's a lute.
I mean, I know, Happy
there's
doesn't
a
know that
maul.
yet. No, I just want to know. you know.
Basically, there's just some items there that you could probably pick up if you want. All of them, well, the arrows are 1 gold piece for 20 of them. The flute and the lute are 2 gold. Well, the flute is 2 gold pieces. The lute is 35. And the maul is 10. There's also a map available of the entire area along with the woods around it. This costs 5 gold pieces. And you will be able to mark it as you go along to basically, because most of the wild area outside has been changed very drastically since people originally set up the town there. Most of it is a very big unknown, so as you explore the area, you would be able to mark down where things are on your map.
So, I go over to the, I guess, clerk?
Yes, there is a shopkeep there. He is a half-elf named Sinsa.
Aw, that's cute. So I go over to Sensa, because I guess I've lived in this town long enough to, like, know names.
And like, as you approach, he's like, "Hey Lilith,
Hi there, darling. How you doing today?
it's going, how are you?"
Good. I saw that you had some arrows back there. I would like to grab that stack of arrows as well as the map of the area.
Alright.
That would be 6 gold pieces. How many do you have on your character sheet?
I have 15, so I have like just enough.
Alright.
Let me write that down. I started off with 15.
And you guys now have a map of the area.
That's what we're talking about.
Ooh, I like that.
I paid the
You pay the man.
I paid the man. I paid him in 6 gold pieces, and after that I noticed there's a unique shadow nearby over like are you behind me? I guess you're behind me.
Yeah.
So like the corner of my eye.
Shadow, 'cause I'm bored.
Marcy, how long are you gonna follow me for?
Till something interesting happens.
Oh, and I got an idea then.
Follow me for
I got
interesting,
an idea.
sure. So I leave the store.
Can I follow?
I start heading towards the library, and I'm talking to Marcy. So I overheard in the tavern that little halfling was thinking about going for the witch. I think she went up towards the library. I'm going to go catch up with her. Feel free to tag along if you'd like. So I get to the library, then I'm guessing there's a librarian.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know the librarian. So I walk over to the library and was like, "Excuse me, dear. Did you see a halfling come through here?"
Are you there already?
I went to the apothecary.
Oh, alright.
Me.
So,
I'm not there yet.
alright. So the librarian is a male half-elf named Aaron. You don't know his name. There's a lot of elves here.
Cool, right at home.
Right at home.
So,
there you go.
he just kind of shakes his head and he's like, "Are you part of the Wizards College?"
No, I'm not. I was just looking for someone coming here who was looking for information on the bounty for the witch.
Oh yeah, that witch sucks.
Yes, I know. I was thinking about picking up the bounty myself, but it'd be better to take it with the team.
No, I can't help you there, sorry.
Well, if you happen to see her, point her in the direction of, I guess I'll just head back to the tavern.
Alright.
You just see the halfling just walking through adjusting her straps.
I'm imagining,
where-
she kind of looks like a turtle, like when
Oh,
she's
like,
walking
right?
around.
I was gonna say, like, where are you?
I don't know.
Well, I went back to the tavern, and if she's followed me, she went back to the tavern too. I don't know.
Okay, so
I'm trying to
maybe
decide. Maybe I'll just hang out outside because the tavern's getting boring.
I was gonna say, like, maybe I could spot you wherever you're at or something.
Well, I'm in the tavern.
I'll just like lean against one of the posts in front of the tavern.
Okay, so you're like in front of the
Yeah.
tavern
She
outside.
poked it up.
She's got like a leather jacket on, she's smoking a cigarette, she's got her sunglasses on.
Okay, so then like
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the
Kinda.
actually maybe it'd be on the map. I was gonna wonder like where's the potion shop?
down, but-
Where's the place where you buy the potions or whatever?
Potion seller is right around here.
Wait, you just came from the potion cellar.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
That's the shit.
No, I just wanted to know because I wanted to know how far it was from the tavern. That's actually pretty convenient. It's actually right next to it. Okay, so yeah, I just come. So my character is just coming from the potion shop. He's heading back to the tavern, maybe to get like another drink or something. And then I spot Cassie's character Marcy, and I'm like, "Hey you!" It said, "Tiefling girl, you're the one that startled me and made me throw my change at you." It's like,
Perhaps listen to you.
it's like you basically robbed me.
Through the change.
Yeah, but I didn't do it consensually. So I would like at least all of my coins back.
Well, you might have to take up the tavern keep up with that because I just gave them to him. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Well, then you better go in there and tell them who I am. Do you know who I am?
I do not. Who are you?
I am the Prince of Darkness, the Emperor of all that is not light. I am Happy Shadow. Wait, really? I mean, I thought that like people would just know me. I mean, I'm the Prince of Darkness. Nobody's really ever heard of me.
Not that I know of.
Well, then you're lost. I'm gonna just go buy another drink. Screw you.
So when you walk back into the tavern,
I walk back into the tavern.
As soon as you walk in, the bar or tavern keep is like, "Hey, Happy Shadow, what's up? How's the royal family?"
Oh, it's going terrible actually. I actually just got kicked out. But anyway.
Sorry about that. That blows.
Yeah. I got too drunk at the last session, so I came here to get another drink, to forget about that terrible incident about me getting drunk.
Maybe you should stop drinking, sweetie. Just some of that.
The tavern keeper's like, wow, it's a good thing it's the Middle Ages so you don't know what alcoholism is.
I decided I'm going to find this witch and destroy her.
Do you say this out loud? Because please tell me.
Yeah, I'm
you
going to say this
that
out loud. I'm going to say this out loud. And destroy her. And then I will go back to my kingdom or whatever, and I will show them, hey, I slayed this witch, so I should totally be king now, right?
Oh. Little advice, sweetie. That's not how anything works.
I burst out laughing outside the tavern.
And second off, you just gonna kill the witch by yourself? You got a lot of confidence over there for someone who's slurring drunk.
I mean, I'll admit, witches are a little bit terrifying, but hey, that's what the drinking's for.
Is it really, Mr. Shadow?
It's in my professional opinion, alcohol doesn't help you fight. It'll help you die real well, but it definitely won't help you fight. So, since you're looking for the witch, once you sober up, you can come back down and talk to me with some sense. Not like nobles have any.
So my character then sobers up and takes her advice.
That was quick.
Yeah, I mean,
what did you do?
Whatever. I don't know.
Do we know how people process alcohol though? Like,
That is true.
how dwarves can like drink as much as they want and basically not get drunk? Hey, we don't know.
Right. My character asks, okay, so what is the name of you people? Each of your separate names.
First off, that's an awful way to start an introduction. I don't know who taught you manners, but you might want to take an etiquette course.
I'm sorry, I'm still sobering up.
Apparently.
I make my way back into the tavern and sit next to Lilith.
So, my name's Lilith, and this tiefling here is my best friend, Marcy. I almost forgot your name. You can't introduce yourself ever, can you?
Who needs introductions when you've got a knife?
As much as I love that statement, that is not how you approach strangers.
The tavern keep is like, my name's Erg.
That's Erg.
It's Erg now. That's his orc name.
That's
Johnny
Yes,
Hobo Erg.
Johnny the Erg Hobo.
Yes.
Johnny the Erg.
Yes, Erk. We know your name is Erk.
Well,
Nobody
I just wanted to
asked.
say it.
Okay.
I don't know if he knew my name. I knew who he was. It would be awkward if he didn't know my name. Did you know my name?
I clearly knew your name the whole time.
Did
I
you?
was just remembering from stuff.
See, we're best friends.
Sometimes I feel this town is full of crazy people, but that's okay. So I hear you're looking for this witch.
Yes, I'm looking for the witch.
Any particular reason, or are you just here for the bunny?
I don't want to explain myself too much. I have my own personal reasons for hunting down this witch.
Okay.
However, if you help me, I will add to the reward of money once we're over with this.
Eyes are going like this.
Darling, you don't have to add to the reward, but that would be quite kind of you. I'd much rather you donate it, not to the tavern, but to somewhere else in the town that might need it. Not like the tavern's ever gonna put it to good use. And looks directly at the tavern keep when I say that.
Hey, that's kind of mean. I like having a tavern.
Exactly. These
tavern
taverns
is
work very hard.
lovely.
I'm dangerously close to pushing another glass up. And
As she's doing that, I remove crowbar and put it gently on her hand without looking. Knock that glass over, and I'll break it.
Is the name of your crowbar?
Actually, one is named Harbinger, and the other one is named Hellcat.
Oh, that's great. Which one was that, Harbinger or Hellcat?
Yeah, that was Harbinger.
Oh, okay.
Darling, if you knock that cup over, I'm gonna have to break that hand.
That was my grandma's cup.
And that's why I don't want her to break it.
My grandma was drinking out of that cup when she died. It's my favorite cup. I miss my grandma.
Respect to your grandmother.
All right.
Sometimes I think that cup might be haunted.
Okay. Why are you?
Bring my hand away and reach for another.
Yeah.
Marcy, please put your hands in your pockets and keep them there. Please stop breaking things. The tavern's already poor as it is. We can't afford more cups, and he has haunted Grandma Cup. Is that really?
You don't know if I broke that shot glass or not. You can't prove anything.
I was sitting next to you.
Yeah.
I saw you break it anyway. So I do have a little information on the whereabouts of the witch. However, I am looking for a few more people to join in on the quest.
Well, then I would be glad to join as long as we hunt down the witch.
First off, after you become sober and level-headed, and I also heard that there was a little halfling also looking for the witch, so depending on where that halfling might be right about now, I'll probably see if I could go find her. So, I don't know where the halfling is.
Oh, I think she was going to the library.
I had already checked the library, but she wasn't there. I told the librarian to send her back this way if he saw her. But considering that hasn't happened, I don't know where she is.
And at that moment, I opened the door to the apothecary. It's like, excuse me, is anybody here?
Oh god, what was the name of the fucking elf?
Hello? I go over to the desk and I sit down, just find the belching. Ching! Ching! You have a customer? Hello? Ching!
Screams, I am here. Are you taller than the counter?
No.
So it's just a box.
Yeah, literally.
Just the box. That's hilarious.
Yes, my nose is at the counter, but the box is a good 2 feet above my head.
Oh, that's great.
An elf comes out of the back room and he's like, "Who left this package here? I didn't order anything." And then he goes back in.
It's like, I'm here for the delivery.
I didn't order anything. Who's there?
The person that's trying to get something. Down
here. Eventually, it's like, look down.
Follow the box,
please.
Follow the box.
Follow the box.
Alright, I think his name was Say. He doesn't need to have a name, he's the fucking elf.
Yeah.
He's never gonna show up again, so whatever. He's there and he's
him,
like,
hey,
so you don't have too many potions left, the shop's not doing too great, and just had some noble guy come in and buy one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he look like?
He was a tiefling, I'm pretty sure. He had some, really big horns. Kind of scary.
What was he? Did he have spittle or vomit on his chest by any means?
Yeah, how did you know?
Oh, him.
Oh, God.
Are you guys friends?
No. Anyway. So you said you're currently out of potions, correct?
We have 2 left.
Okay. What would they be?
We have a potion of bark skin. And we also have a potion of bear's endurance, if you want either of those. But I give them my own little special recipe names, because I'm pretty proud of my work as an alchemist.
Oh, really? You're an alchemist?
Yeah, I do a little bit of dabbling in different genres.
Do you have any spare alchemy kits?
I have some supplies, but, shop's doing pretty bad. No one here really has any use for potions unless they're going out into the woods, so...
Okay.
I don't really have too much left. I have a few herbs if you want some, but they're pretty dried up and useless.
Well, do you know where... are the herbs from the forest outside the walls?
Yeah, but I haven't gone out for a while. There's a lot out there, though.
Oh, really? And she goes in her pocket and pulls out a little notepad. It's like, can you describe to me exactly where it is that you find these herbs? Maybe I can go out and get some?
Yeah, I usually don't stray... Hang on, he probably has his own copy of a map somewhere on him. I usually don't really stray too far from the outer walls of the city, since if anything goes wrong, I always want to be able to get back in as soon as possible. It's kind of a hassle to get outside of the city, since you have to ask the guards to open the gates, and no one really has to go out there, so it's a pretty big deal. And
So would it be so when you go up to the guards, can you ask to leave, and are you allowed to leave, or is it one of those things
do you have to charge or something?
Do you need like a license or a permission from a noble in order to get through, or?
You don't really need permission, but we don't have any liability for whatever happens.
Oh well, naturally.
I don't know, people don't really ask to leave too much since this safest,
you
well,
leave,
the
it's
only
your own
safe way in
fault.
and out is through the labyrinth. Luckily there are some watchtowers towards, mostly around the city in case any of the drow tried to attack, so
wait,
if you...
Can we go back, a labyrinth?
Yeah, that's how you got in.
Oh, so that is the name of the tunnel. I didn't get
Yeah.
the name for the tunnel, I thought it was just a tunnel.
Yep, we call it the labyrinth. Makes it sound pretty spooky. Kind of makes people think of David Bowie.
Yeah.
Fantasy David Bowie.
Because David Bowie is in here.
Yes, the elf from further north, correct?
It takes
That
place
book
in
was
that
amazing.
universe.
Yeah, he's a
apparently
great bard.
Yes. Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
He is a great bard.
Where is he?
So,
No,
Bard
he's
sorcerer.
he's a bard
well,
sorcerer.
thank you
Bard
for the
sorcerer.
information. I'm probably gonna come back in a little while. Maybe not today, but maybe in the future. If you can find any more exotic herbs or anything that can be used for brewing potions or even poultices or any type of healing items or like not magic, but like bandages or herbal remedies, teas or anything like that. And then there's a quiet pause as she's standing there and tweaks her head to the side. And she takes her scarf and puts it across her mouth and then just starts coughing and coughing and coughing. And she puts her hand on the on the desk for a second, and takes a breath. Sorry about that. She reaches in her back pocket and pulls out a small flask and takes a sip for a second or two. Recaps it. So about those herbs,
You doing okay? That sounded kind of nasty.
yeah,
That usually means someone's about to die.
I like how you direct you were about it too.
well, I'm working on something. So I think I may get those herbs. How much do they go for?
Let's see. Usually they're only around 1 or 2 gold pieces of an herb.
She goes over into her. She opens up and she takes out a small key, and goes over to the lock on her giant box, unlocks it, and goes in a small little. Goes into a small little, not jar, small little cupboard, a little drawer, pulls out a gold piece and puts it down on the desk for him. Okay, and the herbs?
Let's see. Probably they have some blackberry leaves and like burdock roots.
I mean, hey,
I think I'll take the burdock roots.
All right.
Thank you so much for the herb roots. I should be able to grind these up and make a good tea out of them. It'll help for the cough. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
No problem. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. And I leave the tavern, open the gate, little chime as the door closes.
All right.
And then I start making my way to the library. And if anybody else wants to do anything while I'm in transit, go right ahead.
You guys are just kind of hanging
Yeah,
around.
you guys
talking.
are chilling.
Oh yeah,
we're
aren't we
chilling.
coming up with like a plan or something?
Oh yeah, you guys were talking about waiting for Abigail, and then
Yeah.
we kind of cut away to what she was doing while all of that was going on.
Right.
And now
So,
you guys are.
Are we
leaving-
gonna try and find?
Actually, I
didn't know.
since-
so I
Forgot your own name.
I put Annabelle instead, but that's okay.
Annabelle, Abigail.
It's about the same.
Same thing.
Their
I
names.
misheard her.
Yeah.
So,
Right, they misheard her name.
I actually like that. Yeah.
So, well, since we already got a little bit of a group, so, question, when we accept the bounty, do we have to, like, go tell, like, the mayor or an official, like, hey, we have a group, we're going to go do this, bye?
Oh yeah.
No, you don't necessarily have to.
So we could just go.
Yeah, they're mostly just waiting for someone to come back, like with evidence that they had killed the witch.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
I'm a lawful good damn.
So, I guess, I guess we could just head to the library, because I don't know, maybe to look up more information on like how to like defeat said witch.
Yeah, maybe we could do it to learn about witches and.
All right, so you're heading to the library.
On the way, I asked Lilith and our new companion, is that halfling gonna bring that box? Because I feel like it's like just a little cumbersome to bring with us.
Well,
don't know. She's not here.
well, if she does, it could be useful. If she doesn't, I guess we could leave it. But, you know, she's a halfling, so She might have something up her sleeve.
Don't want to
Alright,
risk
so you guys
copyright.
are now at the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I walk up to the desk and I look for the librarian. It's like, hello, as I jump up with the heavy box on my back.
How the fuck do you jump with a box on your back?
Not high.
Doesn't miss leg day.
He's like kind of looking around a bit. He's like, "What? Who's there?" And he looks down and he sees you. And he's kind of like, "Oh, hey, there was a tiefling looking for you."
I'm sure. Anyways, I'm looking for
Shit! Fuck! There's an elf looking for you.
An elf and a tiefling?
No, just an elf. I'm sorry.
An elf and a tiefling?
No, sorry.
Insight check.
Insight check.
Let's roll that insight check.
Yeah, let's roll
There's
that
an elf and a
insight check.
tiefling looking for you. I mean an elf. I mean, I don't know what I mean anymore.
Uh-oh.
Suspicious.
That sounds suspicious, yeah.
I got a 17.
Alright. Yeah, he's just like, he just misspoke. He's just stupid.
Oh, okay.
A great the librarian is stupid.
Yeah,
My mom dropped me on the head as I was a baby,
Indeed.
so I'm not very smart.
Yep. So, anyways, I was looking. So I'm looking.
It's all the witch's fault.
So I was wondering if there was any books on local folk tales or legends or anything like that.
Sure. He probably like steps out from behind his little desk and starts leading you through the library.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very big, but there is a small section on local folklore and history.
Mm-hmm.
It's all probably in the same area because this is like a fantasy realm, so like all this probably interconnected.
Yeah.
And you find a not really big book. It looks like it hasn't really been read very much.
Okay.
But you can dip through it if you would like.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start looking through the book, and I'm also gonna pull out my little notepad as well, a little oil pot and
Why am I
flask.
laughing so
I'm just
menacingly?
gonna start taking notes on what I find in the book for later. Now, what I'm looking specifically about the witch is potential equipment that she might have for brewing potions.
All right.
And potential recipes and types of herbs, and also anything having to do with fermentation, or just anything having to do with crafting potions, herbs, medical remedies, and also poisons, if they have anything like that as well.
All right. So most of the book is about the drow in the area. There is a small section though about rumors of one of these drow learning magic, and she lives in an enchanted hut on chicken legs. They call her the Baba Yaga. They theorize that she mostly crafts potions and the likes from the local herbs in the forest. She is a drow, and she is related to the other drow in the forest, so she is able to cultivate the plants in the area without actually setting up any actual like agricultural gardens or anything.
So local herbs, magical drow. Do I find anything having to discuss potential weaknesses or any types of activities? Not activities. Any advantage I can get against an opponent.
No one in the village has come in direct contact with her. No one has really seen her around, but out in the woods, there are occasionally massive chicken tracks.
Massive chicken tracks.
That makes sense.
As in,
I mean, it makes sense, but
now I'm reading this
it's still
in the book,
hilarious
right?
to think about.
And I just pause and look at it, go.
Look at chicken tracks.
What?
Excuse me?
As
Massive
in, like,
chicken
footprints from what appears to be a very large bird. So the farmers in the area have noted that the footprints resemble their
put
chickens
those in
more
your
than other
investigation
birds.
notes.
So there may be a potential way to track her movements through that.
This book is saying giant chicken tracks? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
People say that that's how her hut is able to move.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh. That's interesting.
And,
Yep, I keep reading.
it appears, people theorize that most of her work is focused around spirit work, mostly summoning various entities, demons, fae, for her to use for her own purposes.
Shit.
She is mortal. She is just like any other magic user. She is able to use magic spells, summoning scrolls, and the likes. Most likely, this is all theoretical. But there's nothing really suggesting that she's immortal. She just appears to be another drow living out in the woods in a weird, like, elf commune or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And she just managed to figure shit out.
Yep, so as I'm looking at the book and I finish making my notes, I close the book. I just take a deep breath and sigh. Could have been a hag. And I close the book and I start making my way out, putting the book back in the slot.
Alright. And are you guys showing up right as she's leaving?
Probably.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I kind of just like run into her, more of trip over her.
Catch Lilith before it's like an entire heap.
Let me see if I can make a dexterity.
Roll a dexterity check.
I totally made that.
I rolled a 9.
You initially catch her, and then you drop her afterwards.
I'm so sorry.
Well, at least you tried.
You take
to
1
catch
damage.
me.
Oh, wow.
Ow! At least you tried to catch me. I'm just
You don't have 8 HP.
So, after I pick myself up, I happen to notice a very large box.
Are you like a turtle stuck on its back?
It depends if I landed back like that or if I landed on my side.
Which is funnier?
I feel like you...
On my back, probably.
Yeah, on your back, right?
You have like your little legs like kicking.
Yeah, she's like a beetle or something.
The box is a liability.
1 second.
Hold on. I got you. Stop.
Don't touch me.
I got Jesus.
I can do it myself.
I say,
Let me help you.
I say we
You
let the
look
girl
like
fend
a
for
baby
herself.
turtle.
Can I start undoing one of the straps?
Oh Lord, you can't just let me pick you up.
Stand
No.
up. And now I'm standing on the box, and hopefully I'm eye level with you.
I'm like, my elf is like 5'1".
5'9".
Yeah, my elf is 5'9". Are you?
How big is the box?
I might actually be like maybe up to here, so I might be eye level with your chin.
So, out of courtesy, I take a step back so we could look eye to eye.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you like crouch down.
I'm not that rude. I'm short in real life. Tall people need to learn to squat or step back so I don't break my neck looking at them.
I'm imagining you're just kind of like,
Hi there,
hey,
darling.
buddy, are you okay? Do you have a boo-boo? Come on, I have some Hello Kitty Band-Aids.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up. No,
That is
kind of
effed
person.
That's
I'll
too
take
evil.
a step back so I could see the halfling better.
Alright.
I'm so sorry about that, darling,
Nah,
for tripping over you.
I should apologize. You almost got me doing it. I should apologize. This box does get in the way sometimes, but I do need it.
See?
Why did you... Shut up, Marcy.
And so I hop off of the box and I start pulling on it to get it straightened
You
back
sure
up.
you don't want some help with that?
What is in that box anyway?
Will you mind your business? Anyway, I happen to be looking for you.
And who might you be?
My name's Lilith. I just moved to the town not too long ago, but I saw that you were looking for information on the witch. Looking probably for a party to go out and hunt down the witch. Judging by that box you got, and from the fact that you paid the tavern keep in herbs, I'm assuming that's kind of your thing.
I am interested in finding this witch, yes.
Alrighty, well, I have a crew together with the 2 tieflings, if you would like to tag along.
I look over at both of them and go, and just quickly look them over. Oh,
Don't judge Marcy. She's actually useful. However, I don't know about the noble.
are those...
You probably know me because I'm probably kind of famous.
Please, every noble thinks they're famous, sweetie. You're still covered in your puke clothes from last night. You didn't even change. That doesn't seem noble to me. At least my mama taught me to shower.
I mean, I thought I cleaned them pretty well.
Darling, I could see your puke spots from the tavern, and that's across town.
Agreed.
Is there a way I could clean it off?
If you guys want, you can take a long rest at the local inn before you head off, and you could probably like wash your clothes there.
So, just so I know who I'm working with, I know your name is Lilith, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it's nice to meet you, Lilith.
Nice to meet you.
And then, I haven't met you yet. What would be your name, ma'am?
Marcy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Marcy.
Also known as the girl that tried to rob me.
Follow your served.
Potato, you could stand to donate
She
a
goes
few.
over, shakes your hand, walks over to the other tiefling and just positions her scarf around her face. It's like, hi, and she doesn't give you her hand.
Right.
Like what? So and you are, sir?
I'm the Prince of Darkness. I'm Happy Shadow.
An eccentric.
Keep
Okay.
telling you, sir.
Right, I love how you're like, okay, oh Lord, keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. So yeah. So Lilith, Marcy, pretentious. Okay.
Size load of oof, large.
Damn.
Okay, so
I really gotta
I like
clean
this
this
one.
buccal.
we have a group.
Me too.
All right. I'm just gonna look over the group and out loud. We have a group of people ready to go take on a witch. I suggest that we go to the tavern, rent a room for the day, spend the night getting prepared, head out first thing in the morning.
Well, I already have a room over at the local inn. It's closer to the front gates, make it quicker for travel. Innkeeper's pretty nice, so they should let you hold up for some nights and let you wash your clothes.
That sounds about good. And
Yeah, I would like that.
maybe and then we can discuss what I found over here in the library about the witch.
And as we leave the library on our way
I have
over,
to pick back up my box.
so there, what's your name again? I'm terrible with them.
That's okay. My name's Annabelle. Annabelle Mosswood.
Annabelle. Can I call you Annie?
No.
Okay.
Alright, Abigail. So,
Rip.
are you gonna leave this box here, or are you gonna bring it with you?
You mean the one on my shoulders?
Yeah.
This is coming with me.
Well, it seems like it could be a little bit of liability. The woods outside the village ain't too friendly, and if you do gotta stick and move, that box might get in your way.
I do have experience with dealing with ruffians with this box, so good news is I have this baby locked up really well, so if anybody does show up, I'll just toss it off my shoulders and disappear into the night.
I mean, you just baby turtled in the library, so...
I'm sure she'll be fine.
And I did get myself out of those straps quite quickly, did I not?
All right, you did after you flailed around like this for a minute.
That's
She'll
only
be
because you caught me
fine.
off guard. That
I
won't
got
happen
y'all.
again.
Alrighty, I'll take your word for it, Miss Thang. We entered the inn.
I'm gonna become
All right.
Southern Belle as well.
Oh god, it's infectious.
Oh my god.
It is. I can't focus on my British accent because the Southern Belle's over here.
My accent is strong.
Oh yeah.
By the end of the session, all of us are gonna be like full southern.
I have assimilated.
Alrighty. So, you guys are back at the tavern. Are you spending the night there?
I thought I literally
I
just
mean-
said we was going to the inn, but alright, at the tavern.
Hey, the inn is part of the tavern.
Okay, the inn and the tavern are like conjoint.
Okay.
And since you guys already gave the tavern keep some money, he's probably just gonna let you stay there for free. So
Okay,
you guys can
great.
take a long
Tavern
rest.
keep, you can't keep doing this. My tavern's falling apart now. Letting people stay for free because they bought one drink. A room and a drink are different.
He is
Anyway,
quite generous, though. I didn't have any money.
He's a fool.
Plus, I bought at least 2
Hey,
drinks. So.
that hurt my feelings. I'm sensitive.
Jesus.
Exactly. He's sensitive. You're so rude.
I just start making my way to my room.
Alright, so while you guys are there, you can take a long rest.
Because we're taking a long rest, you can recover your 1 hit point.
Oh,
Hey.
yes, after Marcy dropped me.
And I could finally not have vomit
You're
on me.
welcome.
To clean up
No.
the vomit.
Can't believe she catches me. Drop.
I'm just sitting in my room, just with a mortar and pestle, grinding that what's called the burr root.
I'm sitting on the floor in Lilith's shared room, organizing my pack.
Alright.
At this point, I'm kind of just looking out the window, thinking about my past.
Oh, that's very dramatic. Do you guys want to roll a history check to see if you guys have noticed a pattern in the witch's abductions? You will have to roll very well
Sure.
to get information on this.
Okay, I shall roll.
17.
Alright, 17.
Plus
You
Oh,
probably...
wait a minute, 17.
Plus
This is this would be
history.
history, so under intelligent.
Yeah, you can use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine would be a 16.
Alright, so you've probably noticed that the children who have been taken by the witch seem selected at random. There's not really much connection between the backstories or ages or genders or anything
Oh,
of
did
the
you set
kids who
like a timer
have
for
been
when we get it?
taken.
Yeah, I have my alarm.
Okay, cool.
I haven't checked
It just
my phone.
generally
Okay,
seems
cool.
pretty random.
Okay.
So do with that information as you will. Are you guys done with your long rest?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Herbs of ground. Went over and discussed with the rest of the group about what I've discovered about the witch's hut.
And I should probably be wearing fresh, clean clothes now, right?
Yes.
Did you wash them, or do you have an extra?
I'll assume I have an extra set. Let's just.
So you mean you technically could have changed clothes at any time?
We were doing a whole bunch of other stuff.
Plus, like, he's in the middle of public. He's
Exactly.
Not just gonna whip out his dick in front of
Right.
everyone
Like.
and be
I mean,
this library is a great place.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, she gets it.
See, now,
He could have changed when he walked into the tavern.
This is why it's convenient to have a giant box.
Oh my god!
Opens box.
Dude,
I have
you
a
could totally
changing
do
room.
like a outfit montage like they do in 80s movies at the
Absolutely.
stores. Like you,
With your box.
Yeah, you like keep going out the box in different outfits and everyone's like either shaking their heads or being like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
We should have one of those like.
And then in between each segment is there's a deafening.
Clump, yeah.
And it eats back open.
Just boot it open.
That should be used as a melee attack.
Don't give me ideas.
Enemy walks up.
I feel like that box could be used for melee at some point.
Oh,
Or like it could be used as like a giant snowboard or some shit. Like the ground gets greased and you're just like sliding around like
Sliding on the box.
Like a greased pig. Just, yeah.
Oh my god.
Everybody on the box. Fast escape.
I walk down the stairs with my box on my back, ready to go. I look around. Is anybody else awake?
No.
Probably the tavern keep is awake. The tavern isn't officially open yet. It's probably around like 7 a.m.
Okay.
I'm unconscious then.
He's probably like polishing a few glasses, but like he sees you and he's like, "Hey, did you sleep good?"
Oh yeah, I slept really well.
That's good. I had the nightmare about the blood again.
I feel like somebody took inspiration from my flesh dream.
I just look at the tavern keep, just slightly disconcerted. But then I just go over, put my box on the ground, and sit at one of the tables. And hey, is there any? Have they started breakfast yet?
We don't really serve breakfast here, but I have some eggs.
Ooh, can I cook breakfast?
Sure. Okay.
So,
I'm gonna have you roll for
Okay.
everything while you're cooking.
Oh my
This
god.
is gonna be
Okay.
And then she makes one
I'll wait.
egg.
I'll be right
she
over
rolls a
here if
one.
anybody else comes down. I mean, there's nobody else here, so they should find me easily.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll just sit down
I'm
and
over in the corner
wait.
polishing my thieves' tools.
So
Alright.
Sure, I'll probably be doing
The
the
only ingredients you have right now are eggs. How are you going to cook the
Well,
eggs?
I mean, I have tools.
She comes
Maybe I'm
down and
just
I
polishing
kind of
my
want some. I
daggers
kind of
and
want
shit.
some potatoes so I can make hash brown.
There's no potatoes. He's only
Damn.
got. He opens his ice
Can
box
I
and it's
send-
full of eggs. And
Can I
nothing
send
else.
Marcy to the
Just
store for a
eggs.
potato? To the general store for potatoes?
Yes. Meanwhile, do you want to start cooking the scrambled eggs? I have never actually
Yes.
cooked scrambled eggs before, so
I
I'm
shall
gonna
do
have to
so.
look up a recipe.
Oh, I know how to cook scrambled eggs.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
It's
See?
too late because I'm gonna have you roll for everything.
Oh my god.
Well, while you're doing that,
This is actually gonna be a little fun. I actually want to see how it turns
as
out.
I'm making my way groggily down the stairs that led up to the rooms. Marcy, darling, could you go get me some potatoes from the store so I could cook some breakfast?
I make a noise resembling the sound that Annabelle's box makes, and
What?
That sounded like a fucking old man, like dying.
Yep, that's the box opening.
Your box just screaming in agony,
Oh my
dragging you
Like,
around.
the grains of the box makes a face in pain.
Oh my god.
You like accidentally drop your box and it just goes like,
Oh my god.
it's more like that. And then
stop, Father! Why are you doing this to me?
I begrudgingly slowly walk out of the tavern.
Alright,
Damn.
let's do this cooking minigame.
If what I heard
Okay.
was that loud in the actual D&D, I probably woke up too. I'm probably
Immediately, what the fuck was
It's like
that?
that.
You hear a sound that resembles the box, but sounds a little bit like infernal.
Oh my, that's hard. I don't
Speak
know how to.
infernal.
I jump.
And you wake
It's
up
like, oh,
because you
jeez.
think you heard something in infernal, but you can't translate it
Right.
because it's not actually infernal.
Alright, I don't want to do this fucking egg thing. Okay, so the tavern keep, he's in the kitchen. He has already prepared the skillet for you. It's currently on a fire. It's over fire. So he gives you 4 eggs. Roll to break them.
Oh,
This is gonna be a strength check.
no. To break it.
Apparently, I
17.
shatter. Wait, a strength check. Hold on. Yeah, it's just a plain old 17.
Alright. You try to crack the first egg. You fucking slam it down. And like the frying pan like flips over and like all the hot oil in it like spills everywhere.
Great.
What?
You gotta pick it up and try again with another egg.
Yes. Hopefully I roll lower than. Watch me roll like a nat 20.
Are you sure your character doesn't?
Wouldn't that be like to crack
7.
the perfect
7. You crack it a little bit too hard so that the yolk is like half of it goes into the pan, half of it just.
Are you sure your character knows how to make eggs?
There are eggshells, like little bits of eggshell in the yolk.
Oh lord, can I pick those out?
Yes. Hang on, roll a constitution check to see if you get burned.
Oh no.
Apparently I burn.
Yep, you get like singed a little.
I get a little singed, but I pick out the egg.
Alright, roll for your third egg.
Ooh, buddy, you give me
16.
Ooh, yay, that means I don't demolish the egg.
No, you demolish the egg. But the pan does not flip over this time, so that half of the egg that you have in there is safe.
Wait a minute, if it rolls higher, shouldn't that be better cracks? Like it just...
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
So I think
if I roll like less, then I like demolish the egg.
The way I'm playing this right now is that because this is something delicate, a 10 would be a perfect roll here, and if you roll higher, then that's doing worse, and if you roll lower, that's also going to be bad.
Ooh, so I need to get as
gotta be
close
really
to 10 as
So
possible.
okay, yeah, that makes
We're
sense.
fudging the rules a little.
I don't know
It's like
4. You crack a perfect egg. Well, almost perfect. Like
that's all you hear in the kitchen. Yeah.
Like you crack it and like it gets cracked open a little, but not all the way. So you have to like kind of like break it over the pan. It's kind
Lovely.
of awkward. You like probably get some more egg on your fingers while you're doing it.
But there's 2.5 eggs in the pan.
There's 1.5 eggs.
1.5 eggs in the pan.
1.5 eggs.
All right, last egg. Let's go. 2. You do not crack it hard enough. And
Okay, so
just dialing it
yeah.
so should she just roll again for that then?
Nope.
Oh.
Fuck it. You don't get another roll. You get 1.5 eggs.
in. You just toss that egg out of the window.
Yeah.
in
And that's
frustration.
why I sent Mercy to the store for some potatoes, because you can't fuck up potatoes. Hopefully you can't fuck up potatoes. Hold on, I'm switching dice. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm switching dice. So,
Have I made it to the general store at this point?
you better have.
Yeah, we got like
eggs take like 2
we got a
seconds.
small like look like it cuts away to you just at the like general store.
The
just looking
general
at the
store is
potatoes.
like right next to it.
Oh yeah,
better
you should have
be.
been there by now.
Like there's like just like calming like grocery store music in the background. You're just like, which of these potatoes is freshest? I don't want any ones with green stalks.
She's just seen egg fly through a window.
Like in the back.
She eats the egg.
All right,
And I'm like,
now roll another strength check. We're using the whisk to beat the eggs.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
So we're doing this like a 10 would be like a perfect, like close to 10 would be a beautiful perfect whisk.
Yes.
Anything below, anything not close to 10 is fucked up.
I see that Mountain Dew going down.
Oh shit.
14.
So I beat the shit out the eggs.
You're whisking the eggs.
like a frappe.
You're probably going a little bit too
Right.
hard, so there's like little bits of egg just like flying out of the pan. But you keep
You keep I'm enraged at the
I mean, it makes sense.
This is legitimately how I cook in the morning.
That's how you usually bake eggs. You just do it like that. Except you're doing it a little bit too aggressively.
You have the eggs whisked.
She's gonna have to
Roll a
fucking eggs
dexterity
after
check to
this.
pour it in the pan.
Oh lord. Again, close to 10 is beautiful.
20 is gonna be perfect here.
Oh shit.
Cool.
This is precision.
Lord.
Feel it pouring.
Lord. Give
1.
me this. Critical fail pours eggs into
Mama
trash.
needs a new bag of eggs.
Mama needs more eggs.
Oh, okay, 16.
16.
Plus-
It all goes right on
Minus
in.
what? No. Yeah, minus 1.
Okay,
I was
well
about
it
to
still
say.
goes in.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
good.
that's still good.
I was about to.
I'm staring at the potatoes.
I was about to say she might have no eggs
And
after
I may
this.
or may not forget what I'm doing at one point. I'm just looking around.
Ooh,
at
can
the
I use
store.
can I use message to remind her if she's forgotten?
25 words.
So don't
like a
count that. Mercy, you're supposed to be getting potatoes. And here, I'll just like write a little note and send it with like a little animal companion because that's how I use message. Where the fuck is my?
Like a little sparrow comes in.
This medieval text messages.
New sparrow, who dis?
Whoops! I wrote part of the message wrong. My dumbass was like, "Get eggs." I meant get potatoes.
So I'm as this is going on, I'm just sitting there and I hear all this going on, and I just immediately go unlock the trunk, pull out the herbs, and just start grinding again.
And like the tavern keep is like right next to you, like making the same motions. And, like,
he doesn't have a mortar or pestle. He's just
like, yep, just same shit as always.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep. I'm just polishing my weapons like my daggers and shit.
So can I tell you about my bad dream about the blood?
No.
Okay.
So I sent the message to Mercy at the store because I figured she done forgot that she's getting potatoes.
All right.
Final step. Should we roll to see what animal comes into Green Marcy?
You know what?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Dragon shows up.
Who is?
Lilith said get
Hang
eggs.
on,
What
hang on.
the fuck?
But I don't speak Draconic.
It's fine.
I speak Common.
No, I gave him a little sticky note. Because I know
my
you
God.
don't speak.
The big claw just through a window.
The dragon just through the window. But she's so used to me sending messages like that, she's just like,
All right. I'm getting an animal table open.
Oh my god.
All right. Roll. Let me get some extra d6s.
Tell me which one is the. Oh, I get to roll the square. Oh, this is pretty. Extra. Oh wait, no. Everybody should put a d6 in. Everybody.
Yes.
I have a d6 to contribute.
Oh, sure.
Hold on. Let's really get a roll going.
Yeah, you just need 3.
Okay. Let's get a roll going. I have my 3d6.
The anticipation.
And a 2, a 3, and a 4. Hey! That's in order.
Oh yeah, that is.
So weird.
An iguana.
Wow, yeah.
An iguana!
Hang on.
Close enough.
What's the climate like in this area? Does the iguana immediately die because the humidity is not right?
No.
Maybe it's a magic iguana.
It's a magic iguana.
There you go, magic iguana.
All right, yeah, the iguana comes and delivers the message.
I look down at my feet and see a lizard tap my foot, and I'm like, holy shit, it's an iguana. And I take his message, and he disappears. And I read the message, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I pick like.
Yes, I swear to God.
Can I roll to see how?
Oh yeah, you should roll. You should roll.
Yes.
Roll to see how
Roll a
many.
d20.
For how many potatoes you get.
She gets 20 potatoes.
Gets all the potatoes.
Should I
At
take that
least
back?
that'll replace all the fucked up eggs.
Maybe.
It keeps falling.
Wait.
I'm laughing too hard. It has to land on the table or it doesn't
Yeah, it has to
count.
land on the
Okay.
17 potatoes.
All right, you buy
Wow.
17 potatoes.
I got enough to
How
feed the
much is
tavern.
that?
They're probably gonna be 1 gold piece each.
That's
but we're gonna put a discount on that because you're buying so many potatoes. So let's just say that's 8.
Okay.
8 gold
8 GP.
pieces.
Yeah.
I was about to say if it was 17 gold pieces, I'd have to steal 2 because I only have 15 gold pieces.
Do you want to roll like a sleight of hand check to see if you can steal some potatoes? You are a rogue.
You are a rogue. You just yeet some potatoes.
Like, I pick
But she
potatoes.
steals them and like yeets them at the tavern so they land in the kitchen.
Okay, no. So after I buy the potatoes, I roll for sleight of hand.
After you borrow.
No! She done stole all the potatoes!
You? Alright, so you look over, the owner of the shop is asleep. So you just take all of them.
But I just paid for the potatoes. He just narcolepsy.
It just abruptly falls asleep.
No, listen, it's like really early in the morning. He just opened. You're the only person there. He doesn't give a shit. He thinks he can probably take a nap. So
Yeah.
you like have your like shirt and you're just like filling it with potatoes, and then you just like escape.
Yeah.
Let's roll another d20, and we can add that.
Times
Oh,
2.
No, this is gonna count. 2.
Wait a minute, God. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. She originally rolled to buy 17. Gets the sleight of hand so she could steal it.
Perfect sleight of hand.
Perfect sleight of hand so she could steal all 17.
Oh, damn. What the hell is the 2 there?
She has already bought the 17.
Okay, steals 2 extra, so now we have 19 potatoes.
It's the perfect crime. Alright, you need one last roll. Alright.
Okay.
Roll one last strength check while you're beating the eggs.
See, my strength is my D20. Lord, don't fail me now.
10! You do it perfectly!
Whoo! Finally! Seems I'm awake this morning.
Just took a little bit.
You have finished cooking your eggs. How do you feel? You have solved my egg puzzle!
So I paid.
I'm
Okay, so I
gonna
paid
go back
equal
to
pieces
sleep.
for my 17.
I don't even want eggs anymore.
Man, I need a new drink. Just
Do you present Abigail with the
fuck
eggs?
no. Not yet, because it's supposed to be eggs and potatoes, and Marcy ain't back yet.
Oh, okay.
Marcy,
Where are the potatoes
how
at?
long does it take you? Me leans out of tavern because the grocery store is like right next door.
I'm really proud of myself for stealing the potatoes. So
Marcy!
I don't tell you. I'm really excited because I stole those potatoes successfully. So I run back to the tavern and I drop them.
Marcy, why did you get so many potatoes? Please tell me you bought these.
Exactly. They won't go well with the 1.5 eggs.
They'll go perfectly.
I'm just face palming in the corner.
Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me, sweetie, that you bought the potatoes.
If I say yes, will you feel better about the potatoes that I did steal?
How many did you steal?
2.
That could have been worse.
I'm almost sad that you didn't steal all of them, but alright. You bought some, you stole some, it's fine. So do I have to roll for peeling the potatoes?
You cook the hash browns. We have an encounter to get to.
Alright, we're all gonna die.
So I've done chopped up and cooked the potatoes
You
and
cook hash browns.
cooked hash browns and is there like can I Alright, you heathens! Those asleep and awake! There's hash browns and eggs downstairs. Come and get them while they're hot.
There's hash brown and egg.
Browns and 1.5.
There's hash brown and egg downstairs.
Call the egg.
First come, first serve on the egg. Everybody else, you're getting potatoes.
I call the egg. I deserve it.
Alright, Marcy, you get the egg. Because you were good today.
Walk over and I go to the dish for the hash browns and the 1 egg.
No, there is no more 1 egg, Marcy. Ate
Oh, I was tempted to see if
So I just look at it and I look at the potatoes and I get me I get some utensils. I get a nice scoop and I grab and I just go back. And
Are my
start
potatoes good potatoes? Yes. Okay.
eating. I take
The
some of
eggs
the
could be
herb.
better.
The eggs
I
could be a lot
actually
better.
don't eat eggs as much as I used to, so my eggs would probably suck right now.
I eat them anyway. They're really good.
Crunch.
They're really good eggs. Crunch.
It's okay. I like crunchy eggs.
Awesome. I have made a lovely breakfast. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll do better. I don't know what had me in such a tizzy.
Oh yeah, can't wait for round 2.
I don't know what had me in such a tizzy for breakfast, but at least y'all know I can cook.
Hash browns.
Fight me if you make hash browns, you can cook.
Alright, you guys have had a hearty breakfast of 1 egg and 17 hash browns.
19 hash browns.
19 hash
19 hash browns.
That's a big
Okay.
breakfast.
That's actually
That
a
is a
really
good
hearty breakfast.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of potato.
Now, are you guys ready to go into the woods?
We are going to die. Yes.
Alright.
Welcome back to D&D Exposed. I'm assuming since you're listening to the second episode, you've watched the first, and if not, there is a link to the first episode in the description and at the end of the video. I'm not going to keep you from the action too long since there's not much I have to say this time around, but I do have to tell you again that the song in the recap is another by Kevin Macleod on incompetech.com, where he posts his music that you too can use, if only with the proper credit. The full source is listed in the description. Honorable mention to the YouTube audio library that's featured under their video studio, where dozens of songs are added for anyone to use for any project. That's really about it for now, so I'll let you return to your regularly scheduled content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That the monster under your bed probably just needs a friend, and thank you for listening. See you next time on D&D Exposed, where hopefully our herbalist premonition doesn't come true. Enjoy!
So, you guys are walking down the main street to the gates, which are basically never opened. There are a few guards standing there. This is a city that has a very heavy military presence, due to the fact that they are always, like, on the verge of getting attacked. All of these are watchtowers that prevent the drow from getting too close to the area and doing things like setting it on fire or anything.
Good puppy.
Yeah. So, you get there, and there's a few guards standing there. And you explain to them that you are about to head out into the woods to collect the bounty on the witch. And they kind of look at each other, and they're like, ugh, good luck. And the door opens, you guys leave, and it slams shut behind you.
Okay, gotta slam shut. I guess. Like, they're like, okay, bye now.
Right.
They're gonna die. Slams door.
Okay.
It said, see ya.
So we're out in
You
the
are...
Alright.
black salt.
So,
Bowl.
does anybody have any idea which we should start?
Well, I established in the last session that I do know that the witch's hut was moving north.
Yes. However, you would have to go around the city, which
Okay.
would be very dangerous. You have to go a long
shit.
way around.
Okay.
Damn.
That's perfect.
So,
Alright.
do you guys want to set off and go either east or west?
Maybe we should go
I think-
east.
Alright.
Yes, I agree.
I guess we're heading east.
Yeah. I would say let's stay close to the walls just in case if anything does come out, we should have some help from the guards on buff if there's anybody on guard.
Alright. And
That's something that's not established. Do we have like at least a good guard, or are they kind of like lazy half-asses?
so the guards are okay, but they're only on the hunt for drow. If a smaller animal attacks you, then they probably would not be able to aim well, and you would most likely be on your own. So you begin to head off to the east.
Should we take our time or should we just go as normal?
In these woods, it's best to move slow and steady.
Alright, so in that case, let me just tighten my straps and I'd like to roll stealth.
Alright.
Oh,
With disadvantage because of my box.
Stealth with disadvantage. Rolls a
At
nat
that point,
box.
hide under the box. Metal Gear
Pull
Solid
a Metal
style.
Gear.
Right?
Oh fuck. Let me see if I roll lower. No, I didn't roll lower.
Alright.
But I have a plus, that's 5. 5 stealth.
So you're not stealthy.
No, so the box straps, yes, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of tripping over myself a little.
It should not be possible for such a small halfling to make this much noise.
No, you want to know what it is? It's all my components and stuff like that in it jingling around.
Oh my god!
You're like a walking tavern, just
It's so
You
good.
good
It's like,
there, darling?
I'll be fine once we get going. They'll settle. They'll settle.
maybe you should rethink having such a noisy box.
I'm beginning to agree with the noble, and that's rare.
And would you like to roll a nature check to see if there are any herbs you can use out here that you recognize?
Yes. 8.
Alright. You don't really see anything useful. You recognize there are a few plants you recognize, but all of them are poisonous and cannot be used for anything useful.
I mean, poisonous things can be used.
Yeah, I might go through and pick them up for the poisons.
Alright.
How many of them do I acquire?
Let's roll a d6. 2.
Alright, these will be useful. Hey guys, don't eat these, okay? And I put them in my box.
Well, darling, you should label them, don't eat.
Good point. I take out a little piece of parchment and mark them with a skull and crossbones and pop them on.
There you go. Do you label anything in that box of yours?
Most of the time, but sometimes that's when I come back from a harvest.
You must have really good memory.
So are these like woods like thick, heavy, like forest with like dark skies because the
like,
canopy the trees canopy out
They're
the
like
sun?
Slenderman woods, like.
Yes, they are very heavy woods. However, while you are walking, you guys want to roll a perception check.
Ooh, yes. Which one is for perception?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're going to die.
Keep dropping the dice.
It's gonna be
I got a 17.
So did I.
Wait, which one is for which dice?
We are perceptive as shit.
It's a d20.
Wait, which one
Oh,
is
okay.
which one is perception?
D20? Okay.
Which one would perception go under?
So,
19.
Okay, I got an 18.
Alright, all of you did great on this.
We can perceive shit.
You got a 17, I got an 18.
Alright, you guys hear a very loud buzzing coming from behind you, and because all of you correctly perceive this, the enemy does not get a surprise round on you. Roll for initiative.
Hey.
There we go.
Oh, crap.
You rolled
I
a...
rolled 22.
Damn.
Right.
Good initiative.
I got a natural 20,
Right.
that's why.
you rolled a...
I rolled a 15 and I have +1 initiative, so that's a 16, I guess.
You rolled a...
14.
You rolled a...
8.
We are going to die.
So
I love
two
it, yeah.
giant
This is
wasps
good traveling
have
music.
come out of the
Fuck.
woods.
Wait,
And
she's a
they
giant
are
wasp.
not pun very much intended, coming in a beeline straight for you guys. However, they did not get a surprise attack on you. Abigail, you go first.
Yep. So I'd like to first dump my backpack
All
on the
right.
ground,
Oh,
and then
serious.
look around for any cover or concealment I can find.
All right.
The box.
That is very much true.
You very easily duck behind a tree, so you are able to take cover.
Yep. Can I make a stealth check to hide?
Yes.
10 plus 14.
All right. And you are 3/4 covered, so you get a +5 bonus to AC and Dex saving throws.
Alright, so that's makes me 18 armor class. And I think that's gonna do it. I'm just gonna be hiding in the bush for now. And my box is in the middle of the path.
Just box.
Yeah, it's just a box in the middle of the path.
All right, and let me. One of the wasps is attacking next. Let's see.
I'm picturing this like an RPG where we're all standing there with our little health bars
Right.
above our head.
And then just there's a box where I was, and then me in the background bush like.
That's all I'm picturing. Like,
Right.
like full RPG mode, just
Yeah.
Halfling has used decoy.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so great.
All right. Who will the giant wasp attack? How about Cassidy? The giant wasp comes to you, or flies towards you, and it is attempting to sting you, which is a melee weapon attack.
Oh.
+4 to hit. Let's see. Whoop. Alright, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What is
Okay.
your armor class?
My armor class, if I'm looking at the correct thing, is the M12.
Alright, so it does not hit. So the giant wasp attempts to sting you.
it fails.
Yeah, it basically hits your armor. The stinger does not go through, and you're basically able to parry the attack. It does
Ultra
not hit
instinct.
you. Happy Shadow, you are next. What would you like to do?
is that thing is still around, right?
Yes, there are 2 giant wasps. Both of them are within attack range. All of this is happening in the same small area.
I guess I'll try to attack. So I'm gonna use Witch Bolt. What do I roll D20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
D20 plus
Charisma? So that's a plus
cool.
5.
Great. All right, so then I'm gonna roll them. I got a
15. That's actually pretty decent.
All right.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So do I lose like any?
Yes.
Does that?
Is that a level 1 spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So that costs 1 spell slot. However, you do hit the wasp. So you cast your spell, and this bolt of energy just slams it. And that does 1d12 lightning damage.
Okay. Then.
So you can roll 1d12, which is this one.
The other.
If you just want to borrow this.
Okay.
The other round boy.
Okay. Oh wait. Okay, let me roll that again. 2.
The good news is
you did.
Witch Bolt is continuous, so you can keep that on him till the next round, and then you can roll again.
Okay.
Alright, so the energy hits the wasp. The wasp hits the ground, but then after a few seconds it's able to fly back up. However, you do see that this blue static electricity is still surrounding it.
Okay.
So, next we have, Marcy.
How close is the closest wasp?
The closest wasp would probably be the first one that tried to attack you.
I have not gone yet.
Nope, you're last.
Great.
I was about to say, what shouldn't I thought it was gonna be your turn.
I pull out my rapier and I go for 1d8 piercing damage.
Alright, you're gonna have to roll a d20 to see if that hit.
That is a 14.
Yep, that does hit, and that's gonna do 1d8 piercing damage.
Cool. Where's my
I believe. I was asking you to confirm, sorry.
Yes.
Alright, so let's roll your d8.
That's a d10. Where's my d8? There it is. I rolled a 1.
You originally rolled a 7 when it landed on your keyboard, but okay.
Alright, well, either way, you hit the giant wasp. You don't really hit it in any of the segments between its shell, so your rapier just kind of glances off of it, but you do deal a tiny bit of damage. This wasp is now pissed.
Thank you for angering it.
The second wasp is up next. I think that guy is gonna go after... How about Lilith?
Cool.
Well, either Lilith or Happy.
Me, because I want a turn.
Sure. Alright, so the wasp is now after your ass.
That's a very, very distinct way.
I love the way that was good.
Alright, so
Coming straight for it.
he's gonna roll. That is a 16. What is your armor? Does that hit?
I am a 9, so yes, it practically
Alright.
impales me.
Oh
so
my god.
this is gonna do.
I love
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
It practically impales me.
Alright, so it does 8 damage to you.
Oh man.
I think
Maybe that was.
she's at... Wait. She's at 1 damage right now.
1 HP.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
This is why I'm here.
Cool. So I basically die almost immediately.
And you're gonna have to roll a Constitution
bye.
saving
Yep,
throw.
here it comes.
Which do I use to roll that?
That is a D10, and you should have your information on saving throws around here.
I hope I don't
Right
have
here.
to
So you have a +1 to
Keep your
Constitution.
Which
lightning
one is
up.
my D10?
Please, dear God, keep your lightning up.
I will try to.
It's like
Don't let them hit you. Keep your lightning up.
this guy.
This guy?
Yeah.
I trust you.
Oh yeah, you gotta put on that tense music now.
Hang on.
Hold on.
I have some tense music.
Oh, okay.
9.
This is intense.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna pick up.
Yeah, no, I can feel it. It's already picking up. Right.
Okay.
That doesn't
I don't
count.
know.
Oh, see, it's
Okay,
picking
that
up
one
already.
doesn't count. Oh.
I like that.
No.
So I die immediately.
I like that
Hang on,
music.
hang on, hang on,
Plus
hang
1,
on.
so it's a 2.
So,
I die. Wow, that did pick up. Like,
Right, I like that music.
Yeah. so you have been reduced to, well, you're taking 3d6 poison damage. However, you are hitting 0 hit points, so you are stable, but you will be poisoned for 1 hour even after regaining hit
Christ.
points. So, you might want... Hang on. Actually, no, you're not making death saves yet.
So, that is the end of your turn.
Cool.
So, it's your turn now. Shit.
Yep.
It's my turn.
This is going to be...
Watch me pull some stupid shit like a Hail Mary.
Wait, no. Okay, so far you're just unconscious. You are not making any death saving throws unless someone attacks you.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is the end of your turn. Abigail is up next.
Uh-oh.
Help.
You might need help.
That just changed things.
I'm glad you hid in a bush.
Alright. I look around real quick to see if any of the wasps noticed me.
They have not.
Good. Are any of them wounded?
Yes, the first wasp is wounded. It's not bloodied yet, but it has taken a few hits.
How far away is it?
You're probably only around like 5 feet away from everyone else. You would be able to reach them if you removed yourself from that cover, or if you made a ranged attack.
I think I know what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna be behind the bush, and I'm gonna pull out my sling from my pocket and load a slingshot into it. And I'm gonna look for the wounded one, and I'm gonna step out of the bush, swing, and make a ranged attack. Make a ranged attack with my sling to see if I can hit the wounded wasp. And since they didn't notice me, I do have sneak attack.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Damn. Came prepared.
Oh, I gotta roll.
Yep.
Me.
Alright, you miss.
Yeah.
Roll a 1.
Even with my bonuses, I'm gonna miss.
Why? What did you roll?
So that's
A 4.
Yeah, it would have been 8.
Yeah. So it does not hit. You are no longer undercover unless you decide to use
My bonus action to hide again.
Yes.
I will.
Alright. So
Jumps back in the bush.
Jumps back into the
17
bush.
plus dex and proficiency for my stone.
Damn.
So that's
Damn.
that's 4, 17, 21.
Alright, so you hide behind the same tree. The wasps have not noticed you. No one fucking noticed that like little rock or whatever was flying by them. Evan's just too distracted. Alright.
And I'm unconscious.
Wasp 1 is now attacking. I will be nice and I will not attack Lilith. How about we go after Happy now?
Oh god.
So,
Oh god.
I don't want to kill anyone yet, but I will if I have to.
Oh my god.
Oh, alright, so that wasp attacks with a 13. What is your armor class?
13.
Alright, so that does hit.
Need healing. I'm sorry. My brain immediately was like, need healing.
Oh,
Right.
Hang on.
You just see like the red light
That is
blinking
also
over
the
your
one
cat.
that's been witch bolted. Does that only attack on his turns? Let's see.
Yeah, that only attacks on his.
Okay, so it attacks you, and that is going to do 1d6 plus 2 damage. That's a 1, so you take 3 damage.
So you subtract 3 from your total hit points right now.
So that would be 6 then.
Yes.
And you're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw and beat 10 to keep your witch bolt up.
I believe.
So I have
Scenario. When I come back from like.
Great, so now you're rolling a d20.
Okay.
It's just a straight d20.
Oh shit.
Fine.
Alright, maybe I should roll again.
Does it
Yeah.
count? Oh yeah.
It
Yeah, let me roll again.
Off the table doesn't count. Okay.
Yeah, I should get a dice towel.
Ah damn, I rolled a
Fuck me.
7.
Alright, so
Your witch bolt's gone.
Weird.
your witch bolt is gone.
Damn, we about to die early.
And
Campaign over. Let's try that
I'm just
again.
gonna fucking run back to the walls.
shit, this might have been too hard.
No, we got this. We can do it.
So
I
this is going to
believe.
do 3d6 poison damage.
Oh god.
Please, dear God, be low.
4.
4 again.
How many hit points did you have?
About to be none.
Shit, that was 4 4s. Angel numbers.
God, I'm gonna have to do some shit.
Alright.
Rest
You
me and
are
let
now-
me crowbar
how many
things.
I'm gonna have
points
to.
do you
Because I got like 6.
Oh, this is for him. Oh fuck! I thought this was for you.
No, put me
Oh,
in
no.
whack mode and let me go to town.
So does that mean I only got like 2 points left or something?
You are now in negative hit points, which
Oh,
means that we are
shit.
now doing...
More than your HP. Oh wait, you're doing it that way? Oh, never mind then.
Hang on,
Like-
this is how...
our DM usually does it, where if you get negative hit points, then you usually
Start dying?
Yes.
Okay,
So
I do a different way.
I'm
okay,
dying.
hang on. Is your different way going to maybe give people a better chance?
No.
Okay.
No,
So,
absolutely not.
we will start those death saving throws after
Damn.
this turn.
This is just the test
hang on.
to see the synergy of our team.
Alright, it is now your turn. So
You can do death
you
saving throw.
are going to flip a coin. If it is heads, hang on, let me get a
If it is
coin.
heads, you live. If it's tails, you die.
Alright.
Ah, Christ. Are you...
So
Then you can roll a new character.
So if it's heads, then you have 1 point towards living, and if it's tails, you get 1 point towards dying. If you get 3 heads, then you live, but you are unconscious. If you get 3 tails, you are dead.
Okay.
Have any healing.
Stay in the game.
Buddy.
Alright. So heads then? I gotta get heads.
Yes.
Okay.
Just have that.
Ah,
Ooh,
shit.
tails. 1.
Alright.
So, and I gotta do this 3 times?
Yes.
You
No,
do
just
one
once.
every single turn. So
Oh,
you
okay.
have time for the battle to end. So
Oh, okay.
that is the end of your turn right now.
Ah,
What
shit.
did you get? Save or death?
Death.
Death.
Fuck. Go ahead and mark it. Failure.
Alright. Cassidy is up next.
I take my dagger of venom,
Alright.
which I have. I gain 1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. And I am using an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. This creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving roll, or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. And the dagger can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
Alright, so first roll your damage, which is 1d4.
I've DM'd many first level parties.
Got a 3 plus 1, 4.
Wait, what did you roll?
She rolled a 3 plus 1 because of her.
Alright.
To hit or damage?
I think that was damage. Oh wait, no, hold on. You need to roll a d20 to see if you hit it first.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was like, what? No, wait. Oh, so I got a 12 against.
12, so that does hit.
Okay.
I think,
The
because
armor class.
the AC is 12, so...
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that does hit. So you're gonna do 1d4 damage.
So it's. Should I just use the roll? I just roll
Yeah, so that was
so
a 4.
that's a 4.
Alright. And now it's time for the fun of poison damage. So that is going to be a Constitution saving throw of a DC 15. So roll a d20. Oh wait, am I
You
rolling?
have
I'm
to roll
rolling.
the
I am
d20.
stupid. I'm very sorry. This is my first time rolling. That's a 3, so he absolutely does not save.
So he has to take 2d10 of poison damage.
Alright. Right, so that is a 3.
Do it, and I will hunt you to the ends of the earth if I survive this.
If I die,
The first
can someone
wasp
avenge
is down.
Oh shit!
So you come
Okay.
after the wall.
Okay, this is
you
good.
take your dagger and you fucking jump up and you manage to stick it right between, like, right in the segments between its thorax and it's whatever the fuck is above the thorax. I don't know enough about insects, sorry. And you stab it, and the wasp goes down, and it's about to get back up when the poison starts to take effect, and the wasp then basically just curls up, shudders, and never moves again. You have fucked up the first wasp.
And this is why I always bring her with me.
Christ.
In the thick of it, that girl can save lives.
It is time for the second wasp.
Oh,
It's not over yet.
Please.
So I think the wasp does not know where Abigail is.
Hey.
So I guess I'm going to attack Avery.
But Avery's unconscious.
Yes. So Avery is unconscious but not doing death saves. So if it attacks her, then she will start having to do death saves. So
Lord.
that's an 11. What's your AC?
9.
Alright. So
I must definitely do the damage.
let's not roll for damage. Let's just
skip damage altogether.
Yep.
Time for death save.
Cool. So that is the end of the wasp's turn. And let's roll our first coin for the death save since it is now your turn.
Is it not her?
Yes.
Wow.
She moves right after
That was a
wasp.
good kid loss.
Heads. You 16. You're alive.
There's 1 life. All right, Abigail, you are next.
Immediately look over at the tiefling lying on the ground, bleeding out. I look
And
over
the elf bleeding out.
I know.
Which I am standing over. I'm standing over the elf.
I'm going to look.
Fucking come at me!
I'm gonna look at the wasp and then look at the other tiefling that's still standing, and I'm gonna just quickly yell out, "Stay alive! Kill that thing!"
What are you gonna do?
I'm me unconscious. You are no help.
And then
a fucking like soul rises out of your body. It's like no.
And then I just
told you!
Yep, just stay alive. Stay alive. Keep fighting. I'll take care of these two, and I immediately run over to the darker tiefling and pull out my medical kit to stabilize.
All right, you are now stabilized. You're unconscious. You are not doing death saves anymore, so you are not at risk of dying anymore unless you get attacked again.
Cool. I'm gonna just continue dying. Thank you.
I'm popping fucking triage. I'm a fucking field medic here.
Click epinephrine. Live, bitch.
It's like frickin' Save Private Ryan right now.
Just put my sling away. Just.
All right, it is now Happy's turn. You are
See,
no
I
longer
was
doing
right.
death
We
saves, but
totally
you're still
should've bought it.
unconscious.
I'm still unconscious.
All right, so now it is Cassidy's turn. Your dagger is still poisoned.
It's because it's still poisoned for a minute.
1 minute, yes.
Please.
And it has been I think 40 seconds so far in game.
A lot of
I
stuff.
fucking tossed that shit at the second wasp.
All right, so that's gonna be a ranged attack if you're throwing it.
Yeet.
You
better yeet and yeet good. May my
Pulp
spirit
Fiction.
possess you.
Right.
Wait, how close is the wasp? Because it's.
Oh, it's pretty close. This is all happening in really close range.
Okay. I roll a 20.
Oh, wow, yes.
Yes.
The spirit of whack has possessed her.
Christ, this was terrifying.
All right, let's see.
Damn, we
so
barely
if
made
you
it
roll
out
a d20,
alive.
that's your attack is double.
Yeah. So what it is you roll the damage dice, and whatever damage is rolled on that dice, you double it.
All right, so you're gonna do another 1d4 damage, and we're gonna double that because you rolled a natural 20.
So 2d4.
All right.
No, it would be whatever you roll, and then that number is times by 2.
Okay. So a 2.
That's gonna do 4 damage.
Yes.
Damn, that spins for a whole next time.
And it's still poisoned, so it does another 2d10 poison.
Damn.
Oh, this is a different wasp.
Oh yeah.
So,
But the attack is still poisoned.
yeah, so this one is going to have to do another Constitution saving throw, since it is a different.
I should have hit.
Yeah, sorry. That's a 5, so he does not succeed. So that's going to be doing 2d10. Hang on. 2d10 poison damage. 1.
Damn. That thing's got some freaking stamina to it.
1. So that still does 2 damage. So you launch your knife at this wasp, and it does hit. It doesn't do as much damage as you were hoping, but it basically just stabs it, does a little bit of piercing damage, and then your dagger falls out of it. It does not get stuck in there and continue poisoning the wasp or whatever, but you have done an awesome fucking attack. This wasp is fucked. So it is now Wasp 2's turn. And
what? Oh yeah, Wasp 2, because that's who's still alive. You slaughtered the first one.
So that wasp.
2 minutes.
Let's attack Abigail. So.
Alright.
Alright. So.
Don't die, please.
I hope not. I don't have much HP.
Oh my, really? Oh
How
man.
much?
So that's an 18. Does it hit?
Oh fuck yeah.
Alright.
Should I use my arrow catching shield to take the attack instead?
I
have an arrow catching shield.
I think that's mostly a fighter feat that they're able to use if you're a protector. Am I right in that?
Well, that sounds like it's like either it's based on a range or
because
range or
if the
melee
wasp is coming to sting you, the shield.
It's a ranged attack. So while you wield this shield, this bonus is in addition to the shield's Normal bonus to AC. In addition, whenever an attacker makes a ranged attack against a target within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to become the target of the attack instead.
Ranged attack. Is this range or melee?
Let's see. This is melee.
Yep.
Damn.
All right.
Roll low.
Well,
Whoopsies.
we tried.
Still get it done.
Try to be a field medic. That's what happens.
At least.
There's no
All
cheating.
right. That is a 2 + 2.
I'm still alive.
All right.
I'm at 3 HP.
All right. And you're
Oh, wow,
also
that's
gonna have
actually
to
a really
do
smart way to do it.
a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, here we go.
Good luck.
I have a -1. I got 12.
All right. You pass, so you do not get poisoned.
Still going. We got a
You
chance.
pass.
We got a chance. We got a chance.
Thank goodness.
Field medic
Alright.
took it.
Field medic, someone res me.
The wasp comes after you and it tries to sting you. It does hit, but it's trying to sting you through your clothes, which kind of just naturally
I'm wearing like a
Cushions
lot of
the
wool
yeah,
stuff like that.
so like it does not hit you as hard as it could. The wasp stings you and then flies off.
It's like fucking hell.
Ow!
Yeah,
I have
it is
been
now-
shot.
It is now Avery's turn. So
Am I awake now?
nope, you
Breathe.
have to do another coin flip for another death saving throw.
Tails.
Tails. Great, so that's one for life and one for death. It is now Abigail's turn again.
I'm gonna run over.
I'm fighting for my
Let's
life.
end this shit. I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah,
break
let's
out my
end it.
break out my sling. Is it in melee with me?
Yes.
I break out my dagger, and I'm gonna make a dex attack against its AC with my dagger.
Alright.
Where's my d20? There it is.
See, aren't we good? We bought the people.
Fuck me.
Christ.
So that would basically be a 7.
It does not hit.
You tried. We tried.
And I'm gonna take my bonus action to hide on the happy stabilized body.
Alright. So
Let me go ahead and make a.
Make a good shot.
So I
I didn't do good.
alright.
So that's probably gonna be 2, 6, 6, and gonna be 9. No, 8.
Alright, let's see. Let me open the cover page again. Jesus Christ, I have too many tabs. I'll give you half cover, so that's a +2 bonus to your AC and Dex saving throws.
Okay.
Great. And Happy is next. You are unconscious. You don't do anything. You just kind of like maybe snore a little. Alright, it is now Cassidy's turn. Let's try to finish this. Please help.
Real quick. Let's kill it.
Yeah, let's
kill it.
Please.
It's almost dead. It's like bloodied.
I use my. I'm probably nowhere near my dagger, so I can't pick that up again. So I use my rapier.
Slash attack.
Yeah, slash attack.
Alright, so roll to see if it hits.
Fucking 11.
It does not hit. It is now Wasp 2's turn, trying to figure out.
Lost 2, please, miss.
You guys are almost there. You're almost done. Actually, do you guys want to finish this battle next time? Because this might take a little bit longer.
Cliffhanger.
To be
Cliffhanger,
continued.
yeah.
Well, that is D&D for the day. I almost said D&D for the gay. I was gonna be like, yeah, man.
I love how my first thing immediately dies.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Level 1 parties die so easily.
It was great. You were not dead.